Do not let making a living prevent you from making a life. Hello everybody, I'm Bateswolf and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls 3. Last time we had, we got lured into a rather convincing trap by Patches, and in that episode I did state that it was pretty well hidden. Now, actually thinking about it, and I guess it's not, it is hindsight and it's not. It's hindsight in the way that, you know, if only we'd paid attention to a certain detail beforehand, and I will go into this, I will elaborate on what I'm talking about. If only we'd paid attention to a little detail beforehand, we may have been able to avoid that. For example, in the last episode, I did state that the trap seemed pretty well hidden. However, having recorded this episode immediately after the last one, I have thought for just a moment, and then it struck me. You know, there was a really clear character difference there from what the, you know, Sieg Bros tend to be like, and what Patches is like. The Sieg Bros tend to be, you know, the Knights of Katarina. They tend to be quite honourable, and, you know, they're clearly going on this adventure through the world with you to some degree. And they've kind of got their own mission to adhere to. But, that being the case, they never really mention treasure. They never really mention treasure all that much. Or, at least if they are after treasure, they'll at least give the obstacle an attempt in the first place. And then when you think about what Patches is like, or what he has been like in the past, you realise it is actually quite obvious to a certain degree. You know, Patches always talks about treasure. Oh, look at that thing over there. You know, makes you distracted. He catches your eye with something. Why don't you go over there and do it? And then, you know, he doesn't go and take the steps there first himself. You know, so there was quite a clear detail there. Although he was putting on a voice to mask, you know, his usual accent, his personality traits were still there. Look at that thing over there. I'm not willing to attempt that. Oh, it's treasure, look. And then you fall for it. In hindsight, I should have probably paid closer attention to that dialogue, and maybe, you know, I would have been in a better position to survive there and cotton on to exactly what was occurring. So, I missed it. Ugh, I missed the point to catch him out. I missed it. It was quite clear now that I think about it. So, this episode being after the last one, maybe you guys will point out exactly what I've said there in the previous video, but know that this is recorded immediately after the last one, so trust me, I've figured it out. I've figured out the little hint there away. Yeah, goddamn. What a guy. He caught me out. Well, that was last episode. Hopefully we run into him again at some point here in the future. But let's go back down the lift and take on the boss. Considering I can't see a clear-cut way to get over there from right now, unless there's an illusory wall down here that we can use to pass through to another portion of the castle / cathedral. Okay, we can see clearly over there. Maybe it'll rise up again after beating the boss or something like that. Maybe you find him beyond the boss, who knows. But right now I can't over there. Yeah, okay, well, liar ahead. Yeah. Good fellow ahead, oh my god. You gotta love the Souls community, right? You gotta love it. And speaking of the Souls community, I do also want to speak about another content creator here, who has been, you know, creating content since way back in the early days of Dark Souls 1. I think I may have, you know, referenced him in 1 or 2 episodes before in the past. However, I don't think I've had quite a, you know, in-depth discussion, so to speak, about him. And before I reveal who it is, I will say he's actually not put up a video in over a year and a half. And just yesterday, actually, since I was recording this video, so the day before this was recorded, I was actually going through some of his old videos, and my god, it's special. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, it is J Blackmel, otherwise known as MartyrsBrigade. If you're interested in Dark Souls or Souls PvP at all, I still recommend giving him, you know, some views, you know, giving him a good watch if you're interested at all. And in fact, let me just clear out these guys so I can coherently speak while I'm trying to convey these points here. Whoops. Yeah, let's get out. Let's get out. Get past you. Tidy up these enemies first, and then I'll get into this discussion. That looks like a powerful one. Probably didn't need to suck twice there. Should have saved it for that hit. Damn, I'm wasting all my damn Estus. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. If we've got rid of him, we can continue this conversation. Sorry for the break there. Yeah, Martyrs Brigade. He is, you know, he's just amazing. I've always loved this dude's videos, and going back watching them after, you know, so long watching any of his videos, and, you know, it was a bit of a nostalgia trip for me, because I was big into Dark Souls 1 PvP. I actually as well back in the day, and, you know, his videos were great. His commentary was always captivating to me. He's got such a chill voice as well. Much better than myself, actually. Very relaxed in the way that he'd commentate, and he'd always be willing to try out all kinds of different builds in PvP. Never just stick to what was good in the meta or things like that. He'd always switch things up and use a bit of everything, which I also found, you know, quite enjoyable, because you don't really get, or you never really got too many people doing that. People will just stick to a lot of the meta gear and meta approach to the PvP, whereas, you know, and I think he kind of captivated me with a little bit of that as well. It was quite inspiring to see. Whoops. So if you're not familiar with him, I fully recommend checking him out. Like I say, he's not uploaded in a very long time. You know, I think he's probably busy with, you know, life and things like that. But I really did have to share it, and I feel like he was kind of underrated in the Souls community as well during his time. Of course, you've got the other OGs there as well, like P of Peverson, which are also great, and Ouroboros. Don't get me wrong, I love those guys. They still stream on Twitch as well, actually. But despite those guys being so big and popular, I always really liked the Brigade. He was my favourite, to be honest. Both, like I say, due to his commentary being so chill, really nice voice for commentary as well, I've got to say, and mixing things up with his builds in PvP, and actually being really damn good at PvP. I actually fought him once in the past. I ran into him in a random invasion in the jungle. Not jungle, but, you know, in the forest. Darkroot Garden, Dark Souls 1 PvP. Really cool fight. I actually fought against him a couple of times. Not an awful lot, but we randomly ran into each other a couple of times back then. Though I go under a different PSN name than Beta Wolf, so it's not that. But still, I felt the need to share. I don't ever feel like he got as much acclaim as I feel like he deserved. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. J Blackmail is the channel. I'll probably share it down below. Really good takes on things. Mainly it's Dark Souls 1 stuff for me, but, you know, he's also got a few tidbits on Dark Souls 3, which I've not watched, of course, because I like to maintain the blindness. But he's got some Bloodborne vids and, you know, things like that too. So go ahead and check him out. The guy's great. Okay. Deacons of the Deep. You're a chunky one. There's quite a lot of enemies here, which means AoE should be nice. Apart from the fact that we're only able to hit one there. Ooh, fire. Fire spell's coming from you as well. I see you can play that game. Fair play. Are we going to get the chance here? Doesn't look like we're going to get the chance here, boys. Oh god, that was just a plain bad shot. Now let's stop actually getting hit here. Sip up a little bit. We are learning the boss too. Just wondering what would be the best attack. Maybe I can jump in like this, hit like that, and then get out. Not any damage yet, but I'm assuming that once we kill one, the boss HP is going to go down. Or did that guy's just getting right back up? Let's see. Okay, now he's dead. They're not taking any damage. Trying to figure things out here. See the movesets and whatnot. They just tend to throw balls, things like that. And of course, no doubt, other things when you get close. We did see a kind of cleric spell get cast. Damn, you can even knock these guys down. That's quite cool, just with regular attacks. Just seeing if we can interact with this here as well. Can't interact with this statue. No. Okay, maybe we've actually got to kill all these guys first, and then boss spawns or something like that. Because clearly, attacking them isn't dealing damage to the HP bar right now. Looks like these doors on the side. Worth an attempt. Alright, we are splitting them up a little bit at least, which is cool. That way we'll, you know, be able to take advantage of them a little bit. Maybe not get as much. Yeah, melee attacks as well, of course. Each one's kind of varying. If we die, we die. You know, we can come back with more Estus than last time, that's for sure, because I won't be killing all of those dudes again outside the boss room. Intriguing. Okay. I'm happy with taking hits right now, guys. You know I like to experiment with the bosses sometimes. Just learn the see how the boss fight works and what they're all about. Let's try this just for laughs. No? Okay. They're not going to let us get away with that. That's fair enough. Interesting nonetheless, though. I wonder what happens when we actually clear out all those guys. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, we can run back there, no problem. That's fine. I did get our experimentation out of the way. And now we're full on the Estus, and we'll be able to go in there probably with, you know, if we don't get hit, we'll be able to go in there with 9, right? But if we do get hit, no worries. We'll this time. Okay, climbing back up. Climbing back up here. I don't know, it's curious. I'm just wondering if I'm missing something right now. Maybe I was correct in saying something will happen when you kill all of them. We'll see. I guess we can take a look at that. Or maybe there's something outside the boss room that we can interact with. As I did theorize about that lever beforehand, though we did eventually end up interacting with that, and it just brings up that big gate. So, I don't know. I'm not too sure right now. Curious, though. Interesting stuff. Let's get back down there. Oh, of course we've got to do that first. Should probably send the lift back. The old strategy, you know? Alright, dude. Calm down. Calm down, buddy. That's right. Who's the boss? Back down. There you go. You think because you've got some high-speed curved swords that we're not going to be able to take you down like that with a parry? Hell no, boy. Hell no. Alright, down we go. Looks like we are using that Estus. We should be able to get past the other dudes without that, though. The area kind of opens up, so we should be able to scoot on by. Like so. There we are. Gonna be a little tough, I guess, not getting hit by all the fireballs, but they're not exactly rapid moving, so, you know, it shouldn't be too difficult for us, I don't think. Unless I'm drastically underestimating it. Alright. Oh, I've just thought, maybe these candle-lit ones, provide them with some kind of... I'm assuming. Maybe I'm just totally wrong there, and I'm paying too much attention to the environment, but... Or if I break them, is it going to do something to them? All these kind of chandelier-type urns hanging above. I wonder, can we... No, but we can at least try. Let's experiment. Once again, like I say, I might very well be overcomplicating things, but I will try. I will try as much as I can to figure out things in this game. Okay, can we not guide them up there? Looks like they're still going forward. Either way, let's remove them. No problem. Let's actually fight these guys properly now. It's going to take a good while to thin out this herd, though, I think, with the damage that we do. There we go. I guess it's just going to be rinse and repeat until to that stage of killing them all. Look at them all fall down there, you know, when they get staggered. Really cool as well. I know I pointed that out in the last attempt, but when you hit them a certain amount of times, they kind of fall down to the ground, you know, get staggered. Of course, climbing back up, but I don't know. I quite like the animation there. Rather cool that you can knock them down. Whoops. Okay. Man, all these clerics locked in this church. What is going on? I like the way this is presented, though, to be honest. A slow-moving horde of, you know, the same enemy approaching you. Pretty damn cool. I think that's fair to say. Oh, we do see this one actually glowing. I guess I could also pay attention to that. Yeah, he's kind of sitting back a little bit as well in the middle of the group. I'm not sure if he's intentionally doing that or not, but I feel like that's what I need to be focusing on right now. I see you there in the middle of that group. I see you, my friend. I see you. Oh, I missed. Okay, now he's... Oh, it's a different one. Wait, is that actually the trick here? Oh, okay, kind of, maybe. We dealt some boss damage there. Or maybe that's just down to the fact that, you know, we've killed so many of them now. Out this group a little bit still. Let's chug just to top ourselves off in case we get combo broken when we jump into the group. Oh, buddy, buddy, buddy. Please no. Okay, these fat ones have a little bit more poise. These chunky ones. There we go. Knock them down. Halberd once again doing wonders for us here. The perfect moveset to attack a group like this. Little running attacks like that to hit a bunch of them at once. Are the ones that I've killed actually getting up? I don't think so. The crowd does look smaller than when I first came into the room. Okay, let me keep an eye on him. No, he fades away. Okay. It's definitely got to do with something with that red orb, right? Yeah, that's right. If you kill the one with the red orb, you know, the boss takes damage. I'm kind of wondering, though... Okay. I guess that answers the question. They do respawn. I was wondering there what happens if you kill them all without killing the one with a red orb, but I guess they keep, look, periodically spawning until you actually get the guy that's covered with the orb. And by orb, I mean the red glowing light. But either rather interesting. Rather interesting. Okay, get out there it looks like. There we go. Where's the next one going? You right at the back there. You in the 4th row. Got to say, although it doesn't seem like the hardest boss fight in the world, pretty easy actually. Props for the unique design. Really, okay, I spoke too soon. I take it back. I take it back though. Second wave. Oh, now here comes... Yeah, okay, I take it back. I take that back. Oh, hell no. What is going on there? Please let that block. Okay, that seems a little bit... I was just praising the game, and then spells start going through walls by design. You know, that wasn't even a slight clip through. That was just straight through. So by design, they allow those spells to go through the walls, which... I'm not a fan of. It doesn't make sense in any case, but I get it. I see. At least I'm seeing how it works. Okay, we need to get into that priestess there. There we go. Okay. Okay. We're figuring things out at least. Okay, I wonder if we can lure them this way. And then she's at the back. Oh, what? This is creepy. I'm learning a lot. I'm just admiring what's going on right now in this boss fight. Cursed. Okay, our curse meter fills up there. Interesting. Turns out it's not as easy as I originally stated. However, if we're a little bit... Now that we've figured everything out there, or at least maybe not everything because there's still quite a bit of the boss fight to go, but now that we've figured out quite a lot about the boss through our, you know, slow-paced boss fighting techniques and experimentation, what's going on, we should be in a much better position to kill these guys. I've got to say, though, I still maintain it's quite a cool boss fight, unique with a giant moving horde. I just don't appreciate spells going through walls. It just doesn't make sense. It seems like a design feature just to, you know, arbitrarily make the game harder. And I'm not saying it's particularly hard. I'm just saying, you know, let's just let those spells go through walls because it'll provide more challenge. But yeah, so I'm not a fan of that personally. You know, maybe there's a reason that these dark spells can go through walls. I don't know, but when we've seen similar dark spells cast in the game from the what do you call them? The Fat Minister looking creatures, their spells didn't go through walls. So it doesn't make sense just to switch it up for the sake of making the boss more difficult. Personally, at least. I mean, I think that's a logical way to think, to a certain degree, but maybe you guys view it differently, I don't know. Feel free to share. Feel free to share in the comments. I'm always open for different opinions and ideas, things like that. You guys know I love the conversation. But nevertheless, let's get back in there. Back to the fight. And to make things a little quicker, why not throw some pine on there? That we might be able to break some thresholds with that. I wonder if they're weak to pine. Maybe fire. Maybe fire, actually. Oh, that's dark, but... Yeah, we don't have any fire resin right now. Either way. Moving forward here. Hopefully we don't use all these and then end up getting cursed. That would suck. But anyway, let's get in there. Let's get in the mix. Much better. Much better approach. Oh, it's a shame it landed on a big dude, I'll say that. Oh, it didn't land on a big dude. I thought it did for a moment. Ooh, I thought we could have got away with that. Maybe I was a little bit too greedy there. You know, going for the big sweeping attack to clear them out just before the priestess spawns. There we go. That worked wonderful. Oops, we got knocked down there. It didn't deal damage, so that's cool, but it did provide quite a cool knockdown spell. Let's get in on this lady. Not in the way that you guys are thinking, you dirty boys. Okay, okay, okay. You don't want me hitting your fair lady. I understand. Oh, there's such a horde there covered, you know, keeping her captive. Like, enshrouding her. I am scared of this bit, I've got to be honest. Let me get in. Let me get in there. Oh, okay. We may need to up our curse resist fight at some point if we die. I was hoping that didn't reach. Nearly there, nearly there. Get out of my way, please, please. Okay, good, I'm thankful I didn't get trapped there. Good. Been better with dodging the dark spells here as well. Okay, we should be able to get her now. No, I shouldn't have tried to lock on. Please. One more hit. No, 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 no. Patience, patience, patience. Okay, quite a frantic fight. I don't want the darkness to engulf me. That's why, that's why. Let me through. One hit. Yes. Oh, and we got what we were searching for. The small doll restored soul of the Deacons of the Deep. Brilliant. I've got to say, rather cool fight. Rather cool fight. Interesting boss room. I like the way that the light's coming through from the top there. Lighting up the upper portion with bits of light trickling down. You've got all the chandeliers. All the pillars. Great structure in the middle of the room. Covered with candles. Really nice. And of course, we defeat the boss. Yeah, not the hardest boss in the world, but certainly interesting design. And, you know, hey, I'm not complaining. A boss doesn't need to be hard. Good. You know, you can appreciate the design of a boss and the uniqueness of a boss fight. You know, just by analysing it. And it does seem pretty damn unique. And I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed that boss fight. It doesn't need to be arbitrarily hard, like I say. And there we go. The Deacons of the Deep defeated. We got our doll. And you guys know what that means. It means we can travel to that beautiful, wonderful place, which is Irithyll. But before we do that, secret passages opened up. In fact, let me just check the room to make sure no others have opened up. On a room as big as this, I guess it would be good just to give it a little run around to make sure that we're not missing out on anything else here. Okay. Oh, that was just the original. Fair enough. I understood now. Understood that was just the original fog door. How silly of me. But either way, it does look like there's another item here. From the priestess or cleric. Archdeacon white crown. Archdeacon holy garb. Archdeacon skirt. Okay. So we get the gear from the boss there. Very nice. Alright, cool. Cool stuff. Looks like we will be going back to Irithyll. But first of all, let's travel back to Firelink. Just to see if we can level up. I don't know how I'm forgetting. Of course, it's the first one. There we go, folks. There we go. Ooh, hello there. Let's have a quick word with you. In fact, a couple of you. Oh, of course, it's Horace and... Oh, I forget the name of this lady. I guess I'll need to... But she might remind me. She might remind me.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the road of sacrifices. Anri of Astora.
There we go.
I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty. The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination.
Same can be said for me.
Aldrich's honest home is Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination.
Very nice. Henry and Horace, good to see these guys back. As she said there, we did meet on the Road of Sacrifices, as you guys do remember, and, you know, she was trying to find Aldrich as well. But as the doll tells us, as we know ourselves after killing that previous boss there, he's gone. He's gone, and the doll tells us that. We'll take a look at that item description soon, in just a moment, but let's speak to Horace first to see if he's got any words. Still nothing. Still nothing, but you've got to try. Yeah, there we go.
Aldrich's honest home is Irithyll.
Perfect. Okay, so they'll be heading to Irithyll. Maybe we'll meet them at some point in the future there. Maybe we'll be able to summon for a boss fight. Not that I will do that, sadly, because, of course, as I have said in the previous episodes, or I've said it a couple of times in the previous episodes, you know, we'll be doing all the bosses solo on this playthrough. Is Aldrich not... I'm not sure who Aldrich is. I'm assuming he's a boss. It's kind of why I'm going around here. Just to see if he belongs on one of these thrones. Wait. Holy King Lothric. Okay, that's probably his name. So probably not this Aldrich fellow. There you go, Saint Aldrich of the Deep. Understood. For us to take down there in Irithyll.
Welcome home, Ashen One.
Let's
Very
level up.
well. Then take...
And we want a bit of endurance right now. Upgrade that stamina a little bit.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Brilliant. Okay. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Let's see if Grey Rat's returned, actually. Let's have a quick word with our friend. He's back. Or maybe he's not set out yet. Who knows? I'm assuming he's back.
Oh, hello. You've come at a good time. It took some prowling, but I finally made a score. Go on, have a gander.
Oh, okay, so it's not particularly something that he gives to you. It just, once again, increases the items at which you can purchase from him. He's not got us our large shards, though, has he? No problem. Thank you, Grey Rat. Damn, a divine blessing. 800,000. 800,000 would be ridiculous. Just a quick flick through his gear here. Okay, that's all items, of course. So there's everything there that he can sell. Okay, very cool. Thank you, Grey Rat. Bandit's knife. Zweihander's in there as well. I'm not saying they're new, by the way. I'm just paying attention to some items that he's got. Thank you, Grey Rat. Let's have another chat.
You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose. Goodbye, and stay safe. Oh, this place is a bore. What good is thievery if you've nowhere to go?
Grey Rat, Grey Rat. Okay, I wonder why the floor isn't green anymore. Maybe it didn't have anything to do with Yol. I'm not sure. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but... Man, it's such a sad sight still seeing him here. Around the corner, away from everybody, on his own. Just sat there. That is very sad. Very sad for sure. It really is. Let's try and repair some gear right now.
What?
Repair equipment. Okay, it's all good right now, actually. That's nice.
Pretty be careful. I go.
Okay, just taking inventory here at Firelink Shrine. Having a bit of a mooch around before we head back out. Let's see. Rest at the bonfire. Have we got anything else that we can do here? Can we burn an undead bone shard again? No. Okay, that's fine. And that'll do it, I think. Is there anything else that I want to do here? Not quite yet, I don't think. I'm sure once we kill Aldrich, it'll be good to speak to Ludleth up there. But other than that, I think we're pretty much sorted. You guys did also let me know in the comments as well about this, I should say, which is nice. It just helps loading for certain people who, you know, whose systems don't load quite as quick, which is nice. It's nice for them to do that. I'm quite surprised, to be honest, that would be what it's for. And it's nice to help people out that way. A nice little piece of design there, you know, just helps the game load a little quicker for those with lesser systems, so to speak. And I think that'll be it. I don't think there's anything else that I really need to pay attention to here. Oh, the doll. Of course, the doll. That's it. Before I forget. We do need to take a look at the doll. In fact, what's here? Okay, we've had a look at those before. That's fine. Does it come under keys, I would assume? Small doll. Yeah, that's right. A silverwork doll depicting a young squire. In the legendary old city of Irithyll, situated in the Boreal Valley, the Pontiff Sullivan gave this doll to valued subjects, so that they might use it to cross the barrier when they return home. That's it, we will now be granted access beyond that fog wall. Listen carefully, and you can hear it say, wherever you go, the moon still sets in Irithyll. Wherever you may be, Irithyll is your home. Now that's actually a nice little token to his subjects there. I'm not quite sure how he's treated them as of right now, of course. We've not really delved into that side of the lore, but quite a nice little token for, you know, subjects of his land going out into the world and then returning home. That's quite sweet, I feel like. But once again, guys, right now, it does look like it's the time to end the episode, though we will travel. We will travel and get set up for next episode here, because this a beautiful looking place is where we will be continuing next time. And once again, guys, I've had a great time in this episode, though we didn't manage to uncover where Patches has gone again. Who knows? Maybe we'll have another run-in from him. But as of right now, guys, this will wrap up the episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I know I certainly have. Please, once again, get involved with me in the comments. I always love that. Always great fun. So thank you all very much for watching again. It's a blast going through this game with you guys. It really is a ton of fun. And feel free to give it a like if you enjoyed. If not, no hard feelings. And once again, this has been Beta Wolf. And I'll see you guys in the next one.